For more than 1,000 years, one city refused to fall. Kings came, empires came, massive armies surrounded its walls, and every one of them failed. Many believed Constantinople was impossible to conquer, a city protected not only by stone, but by legend. Then, in the spring of 1453, everything changed. A 21-year-old Ottoman sultan named Mehmed II arrived with a vision that others thought impossible. He also brought a weapon that would change warfare forever. Just 53 days later, the last continuation of the Roman Empire had fallen. For over 1,000 years, Constantinople stood among the greatest cities on earth. Founded by Emperor Constantine the Great, it became the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire and preserved the legacy of Rome long after the Western Empire collapsed. Positioned between Europe and Asia, it controlled vital trade routes and grew into a center of wealth, learning, religion, and power. Its greatest defense was the legendary Theodosian walls. 3 massive layers of stone protected the city from attack. For centuries, invading armies had crashed against these fortifications and failed. From Persians to Arabs, from Bulgarians to Crusaders, countless enemies had tried to take the city. None succeeded. Inside the walls stood magnificent palaces, bustling markets, and the awe-inspiring Hagia Sophia. Merchant ships filled the Golden Horn, bringing goods from 3 continents. To many, Constantinople seemed eternal. But outside its walls, a new empire was rising. The Ottoman Empire had expanded rapidly across Anatolia and southeastern Europe. At its head stood Sultan Mehmed II. Though only 21 years old, he possessed remarkable ambition. Since childhood, he had dreamed of conquering Constantinople. He believed whoever controlled the city would control the gateway between Europe and Asia, shaping the future of history itself. Mehmed understood that traditional sieges had always failed. If he wanted victory, he needed something the world had never seen. He turned to a gifted engineer named Orban. Together, they created enormous bronze bombard cannons, unlike anything built before. Some were so massive that dozens of oxen and hundreds of men were needed just to move them. When fired, their thunder echoed for miles, shaking the earth beneath the defenders' feet. In April 1453, the siege began. Day after day, the giant cannons hammered the ancient walls. Huge sections of stone collapsed beneath the relentless bombardment. Yet every night, exhausted defenders rushed forward to repair the damage. Soldiers, monks, craftsmen, and ordinary citizens worked together under torchlight, rebuilding what had been destroyed before dawn arrived again. As the days passed, food supplies dwindled. Exhaustion spread throughout the city. Fear grew stronger with every explosion. Still, surrender was never considered. Outside the walls, Mehmed remained patient. He constantly adjusted his strategy, determined to find the city's weakest point. His army surrounded Constantinople on land, while his fleet threatened it from the sea. Slowly, the defenders were pushed closer to their limits. Then came the final assault. Before sunrise on May 29th, thousands of Ottoman soldiers advanced toward the shattered defenses. Wave after wave attacked through smoke, arrows, and cannon fire. The defenders fought with extraordinary courage, but they were exhausted, heavily outnumbered, and running out of hope. Eventually, a breach opened in the walls. Ottoman forces poured into the city. After more than 11 centuries of survival, Constantinople had finally fallen. Inside the city, Emperor Constantine XI refused to flee. According to tradition, he removed the symbols of his imperial rank, drew his sword, and joined the fighting beside his remaining soldiers. His body was never identified with certainty, and historians still debate the details of his final moments. But one fact remains clear. The last Roman emperor chose to fight until the very end rather than surrender. As the battle ended, Ottoman banners rose above the ancient walls. Sultan Mehmed entered the city and secured one of history's greatest military victories. The fall of Constantinople marked much more than the capture of a single city. It ended the Byzantine Empire, the final continuation of the Roman Empire after more than 1,000 years. The Ottoman Empire emerged as one of the world's greatest powers, while trade, politics, religion, and the balance of power across Europe and Asia were transformed for generations. Sometimes history changes slowly over centuries, and sometimes
In a day,